Hello, and welcome to another reflection. Just got back from the gym, so we're gonna make this quick and brief and hopefully interesting because I want to eat and shower before I head to work. And I'm just gonna share my screen. Come on, let's get this bigger. Do, 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 do. Here we are. Oh, crap. Okay, so direct marketing is what we talked about this week. So going into the ah, key takeaways. So the three things are that you have to consider is that they have to be like personalized. So like let's say have like a person's name, then an actual offer. So like almost like a discount if you may or if you will, and then a call to action. Like you actually have to like it'll be like buy now or purchase within 3 days to achieve this discount or something along those lines for it to be considered direct advertising, and then it can be expensive or perceived as junk. So I thought this was a good takeaway because it sort of like puts you in perspective in terms of when you think about it, it's like you may end up actually putting a lot more money in than what you get out if you're not careful. Because if you, let's say, put in a lot of money and then people just think it's junk mail, they're not going to look. They're just going to think, delete it, throw it out, or do whatever they want, except for actually do what you intended it to do. And the other key takeaway is that it didn't seem like there was a great response rate if you use one singular form. But if you were to combine different forms, whether it's like email and like regular mail or things along that nature, it can increase the response rate dramatically. And then, uh, so agree or disagree with. For me, I do say that it does get annoying receiving direct marketing. And for me, I actually have um I don't even look at my emails anymore because there's so many things that I've signed up for free and like deleted them, like whatever free trial or stuff of that nature, that I get so many emails a day that it's pretty much completely spam at this point. So I don't even really like I'll check my email, but like I never even open them at this point because it's mostly just like it's actually stupid. Like um and I don't even know. I should really fix that actually, now that I think about it, because I have like 3,000 right now and I'm going up. And then I also had like 11,000 and I got rid of the notifications, but I don't know if I actually deleted the emails, but it's so long. I almost just want to pay somebody to get rid of them for me. Like, it's like, here's $20, spend the next 3 hours getting rid of this because I don't want to look at it. What surprised me? So talking like going back to the key takeaways is the response rate is considerably higher than what is expected. So, like for example, um, I think it said like 37% on the high end. I'm just gonna pull it up real quick, but it just sort of surprised me because like I would never want to respond to it. But I guess if you consider like actually utilizing it, maybe um that's more of what it is rather than what I was just thinking of. Um, but that's pretty good, at least in my opinion. That's like 37% to me is maybe like what is it, one in three people. So like I would utilize that if that was I guess if it was guaranteed to me, like that's what will happen. I'm just gonna make sure. Yeah, 37% direct mail, web, and email. Like it's so easy. It's like at the end of the day, you might as well just do it. Whoops, wrong one. So significance of this content. So for me, I think the big significance was, um, and it's like similar to everything else. You just really want to understand that you're not the market. as we keep going over in class, because it's like, well, do people actually use this? Yes, I'm just not one of them. And well, I guess I, in theory, I'm not saying because I probably, if I was gonna say, I use a lot of coupons because I'm cheap. So if anything, like seeing that, I wouldn't say makes me go out, but like I'll keep it in my back pocket. So then if I do go out, I'm gonna use it. So I guess you could say like it would, it does sort of play an effect on me. Just because I'm always looking for a bargain. Like for example, with food, like when I receive like direct mail, like let's say Subway, I'm gonna use the coupon because I go to like maybe like once every 2 months when I go out to eat. Let's say I'll go to Subway. I'm gonna use that coupon because well, it's cheaper. I'm gonna save money. Man, I'm just so cheap. That's the problem. Because I look at things like economically, like with like expected utility. Like, am I gonna like gain satisfaction if I get this versus if I don't? And I just don't think I don't. So it's not. I guess it's not that I'm cheap. I just don't. I can't justify spending the money on stuff that doesn't give me the satisfaction for spending the money. Um, and then yeah, so we'll move on. Did you change your mind about anything? I thought the response rates were pretty poop, to be honest. Going back to that, because when I think about like like who actually would respond to like most of these things, I just like get them in the mail, throw them out, use it as fire like starter, like bring it up to the cottage, let's set this ablaze. Or probably not the greatest thing because of the ink, but who cares? Um, or like uh if it's like an email, I don't even open it. Like I just have 1,000 notifications. If it's on the internet, like so many different things, I just don't really. I just sort of boom, discard, 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 discard. Like I don't care. But hey, look, the stats say it's 37%. I'm just not part of the 37%. So that's pretty good though. For people to actually like a good conversion rate, I would say. Because I know online, um, the conversion rate is pretty good with 6%. So a 37% response rate is pretty good. And what I thought I knew, so I had an idea about the laws in terms of like what they're actually allowed to do, but I didn't know exactly how it was applied. And I sort of like, I don't want to say found it interesting, but I do think that it's necessary to know because and like what you can do. Like for example, I can like call up a company and be like, "Yo, like I want you to delete everything you have on me. I want to go ghost mode." I didn't know I could do that. Now I'm also pretty lazy, so I probably won't do that, but like I can if I wanted to. Whoops. So for me, I wanted to learn more about designing email campaigns because I took an e-marketing course where you had to do a simulation, um, where you had to like design landing pages, like do keywords, stuff of that nature. Like you had to pretty much like do website stuff and making in order to sell cameras. And one of the things that we had to do was an email campaign. And I always did really well on everything. So like we had to do it in a group, but I did most of the work, which is cool because I wanted to learn. But for the email campaign, I just struggled because I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to use. I know I had to like incorporate the keywords that I bought into the email campaign and then create like a call to action and stuff, but I never really like saw the same success as other groups. But I also didn't put in a lot of effort into it because like at the end of the day, I just wanted my grade as much as I wanted to learn. I'm just like the amount of effort that it would have taken for me to do a really good campaign. Like if I was getting paid to do it, oh yeah, I would have done that. But like for my grade, it's like it was already doing pretty well. So I didn't like necessarily want to, but I probably should know. So that's what I'm saying. I do want to learn more about it. Um yeah. So similar to everything else, you can just sort of apply it in school. and work. Either when you're trying to create your own campaigns, or the IMC campaign if you wanted to go down that direction. Um, I had it on the tip of my tongue. Oh. But like for work, definitely might want to utilize direct mail and just get in people's heads. Whoops. So I didn't get as many as a real life examples because I just found a lot of templates for everything instead of like actual examples. And maybe I'm probably just bad at Googling. But I did find direct mail, so it's like 10% off your in-store or online purchases, and like pretty much, or you could save 800. Like call for a free quote today. Like there's your call to action. Like your promo, you could save 842, things of that nature. And I think if I was to say like things like this, maybe these are the ones that get me a little bit more um what's the word here? Like actually trying to do things, because if I'm gonna use that, because I'm always looking for a bargain, because if I don't have to spend as much money on certain items, then I won't. And but yeah, no, they're all colorful with a very easy way to actually connect with what they're purchasing. And then the other way, like this is a pretty, it's not even like a real example. This is just like a picture of a telemarketer. But telemarketing, I chose that one because in real life, I've been called, especially for like phone companies. Like I've been called so much to change plans, and I'm like, well, I'm not in charge of my plan. Um, so I don't know. I just like my mom's in charge, and she just gets me the best plan possible with the best phone possible. So then I always say like, sorry, like I'll listen to them and I'll be like, sorry, I'm not even in charge of my plan, but I'll listen to them, give them an easy time to do their job. But the point is that if I was in charge, it might be a little bit more effective if they were offering me a better plan. Um, because I probably wouldn't hesitate if they're like, for example, I think I'm on like I have an iPhone 11, and if they're like, yo, Will, we got a plan right here, like they call me on the phone, we got a plan right here, and we're gonna give you the newest iPhone or the newest whatever phone, and you're gonna have to pay less money and you get more data, which is this has actually happened. Um, like, would you be interested? Yes. So then it's like an easy conversion rate for them. But because I'm not in charge of it, uh, yeah, no. But my mom's good, and I think yeah, that's everything for this week. I hope you enjoyed this and my thoughts. Have a good day.